Welcome to Sketch Lab for Kids. I'm going to show you how to draw a 3D kawaii-style turkey popsicle using a warm color set of Posca paint markers. This super cute Thanksgiving themed popsicle is full of charm with its sweet turkey design. We're going to build this drawing with two shapes today, a circle for the head and the oval for the body. And these two shapes will be construction lines, so we do want to draw these lightly. A sketch is a loose but controlled drawing, so I'm going to go ahead and move my hand in a circular motion, and as you can see, I'm going to keep going around until I'm happy with the shape that I've created. So I want you to pay attention to the proportions of this drawing. You're going to notice that the body of the popsicle is going to be wider than the head, but it's about the same height. So proportions are size relationships in a drawing. The size relationship we used was, in comparison to the head, how big was the body. Proportions are very important in your drawings. Oftentimes, the first steps in those how to draw books are very simple, basic shapes, but once again, you have to pay attention to the proportions, make those comparisons, and try to get them down as best as you can. As you can see, I'm being very sketch-like today, so I'm not trying to draw something perfect the first time. I'm just going to keep on going back and refining and drawing over until I'm happy with the shapes that I created. So I wanted to create that outline. Now I'm happy with that, and I'm going to go ahead and start working on the belly of this popsicle. So we're going to go ahead and do this kawaii style. So we're going to add those two white dots inside of the eyes. So one larger and one smaller, and then we're going to go ahead and fill in the area around them. So it's kind of silly to create a turkey popsicle. I actually looked up on Amazon and on Google, and I really don't think you can buy one of these things. And now that I'm putting the beak on this turkey, I'm kind of seeing a penguin, so who knows, maybe there's going to be a penguin popsicle coming in the future. All right, we're going to go ahead and draw the snout of the turkey. So this is probably a good time to go ahead and take a look at your artwork and see if you do want to make any adjustments at this time. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and start drawing the popsicle stick now. All right, well, we're going to go ahead now and we're going to make this popsicle 3D. So right here is a 45-degree angle, and at the corner of this turkey here, bam, right there. 45-degree angle. Now, I'm going to put my pencil up at the top of the popsicle, and I'm going to try to match that same outline. So this is a cheat method for 1-point perspective. Now we're going to go ahead and, once again, draw a 45-degree angle at the bottom of the popsicle stick this time. And you're going to notice it's not going to be as thick. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up my drawing now. So once again, we used a constructivist approach to drawing, meaning we are building a drawing with shapes. And now those construction lines, we're going back and we're erasing. I'm also going to make a slight adjustment here on the belly of the popsicle. We're now going to go back over this outline here in a second, and we're going to start adding some drips. So we're going to make this popsicle look like it's melting. And once again, these drips add a little bit of overlapping. They also add some visual interest to the drawing. And they look cool. They're fun to do. So a fun fact about popsicles is in 1905, the popsicle was actually created by accident. So there was a guy named Epperson who left his soda water outside overnight with a wooden stick in it, and it froze. And of course, he tried to name it after himself. He called it an Epsicle, but then his children convinced him to call it a popsicle, like soda pop. So I'm creating the shape of these feathers with a line that curves left and a line that curves right. I'm making the ends of these pointed. Don't be afraid to go in and add patterns. You could add designs. We have Zentangles. That would definitely add some really interesting details to your drawing. And now's a good time to go back, obviously make adjustments, make changes, and like I said, if you want to go add a little bit more visual interest to these feathers, go for it. Fantastico. We are ready for outlining. I'm going to go ahead and use a Sharpie marker for my outlines, and then for my details, I'm going to go in with a fine detail marker. So if you don't have a fine detail marker, you definitely want to get one. It's very important for preserving these like little white dots inside of the eyes and getting all those little details. I'm going to be using this warm color set of Posca paint markers today, and I also have just their basic set of 15 colors as well. I'm just going to be using the red and the yellow out of this box. So if you want to follow along with me, I'm using the dark red out of that warm color set first. This is the yellow ochre. This is the bright orange. We're going in with the brown and then back to the dark red. So this is ruby red. This is the color I'm using for the body of the turkey. I'm now going to be using the beige for the belly. And now I'm doing a color mix of brown and back in with that dark red. I'm also doing a color mix here with the brown and the beige. And that's just the regular red and yellow from the basic 15 set of Posca paint markers. And so with that beige marker, you will want to go and just use a sheet of paper and use that marker in a circular motion, and you'll kind of get that brown off of the tip of that beige marker. So you can always color mix with markers, and you can always get that off. And there you have it, guys. We did it. Turkey Popsicle. If you made it this far, go ahead and smash that like button. And also, have a great Thanksgiving break.